Hello, this is the reflection assignment on assignment 4. My name is Autumn Hoffman, and this is giving a little synopsis of how I handled setting up the digital community and assignment 3 for our class. I learned a lot of lessons throughout this, many just me personally, and then just from using technology. When I first used this, I felt like a child, a little baby, that I really had no clue kind of what was going on. I've never set up with a Google Community. I've only been involved with Google Community since taking this program. So this is kind of how I felt when I first started. But my role during this was a team leader with Wes. He kind of got the ball rolling and emailed us all. And then I kind of just took it from there, since I have a little bit more free time on my hands right now than everybody else is, because I'm on a 2-week on, 2-week off teaching schedule. So I created the Google Community, which was easier than I thought. Didn't take me too long at all. I finally got the linking and inviting people down, I believe, and getting the correct emails and titles in there. So also did a lot of research on my project and was able to effectively collaborate with everyone and really learn about some neat resources that are out there. So here's my lessons. Number 1 is I was able to set up that Google Community much easier, and it's something that doesn't take a lot of time at all. I also discovered several different things that I needed to know for my multi-generational project. There's tons of different activities I can use to bring students together. I can use projects. I've learned that when you teach a multi-generational class and adult learners, that they really want to know the why behind everything. But regardless of how knowledgeable I am in my content and stuff, it's really the availability and the respect that I have for my students and being there for them that I've learned that's really the key components for being successful in the classroom as an instructor and for the students. One of the last things that I've learned is patience. When it came to, this is probably the biggest thing I've learned, I guess, is when it comes to digital collaboration and community, that not everyone is on the same time schedule as I am. So I really had to be patient, make sure that I communicated well via email and on the community and answered everyone's questions. So that really taught me a lot of the time framing and making sure that I was very detailed in gathering the facts and getting people the correct information. There's 2 things that I really want to integrate into my classroom and here on campus. The first one is starting a Google Community for the faculty and then for our clinical instructors. So in regards to the faculty, I want a Google Community so we can each share our resources. One of our instructors has a smartboard, and I haven't used one before. I'm very interested in using a smartboard, and just being able to have those resources and tools and have that collaboration among our faculty members and bouncing ideas off of each other, even though we have a different background knowledge, but yet some of these resources are obtainable in any classroom. And then for the clinical instructors, I really would like to set up a little community that our CIs out in the clinic, that they can communicate with us, share us ideas of what's new in the clinic, what's a new diagnosis coming up, and having that, bridging that gap between education and then what's actually happening in the clinic in the PT world, and helping facilitate some of those discussions. And lastly, one of the other things I want to add in is still another hangout for my students. My students go on clinical rotations. They go 4 different times for a total of 17 weeks, so I really want to establish a Google Community for my students. It's so much easier than Canvas and hanging out there and having discussions on Canvas. It's really nice to have just a page to go on. I can put weekly discussions up and just watch the students discuss amongst each other, and then I can add feedback in. We can also add that hangout component and have visual feedback and have a little hangout. So this is a great assignment. I've learned a lot from it, and just I'm very excited because I want to get, especially this last one, started soon as December's approaching quickly, and get my students taught on how to use this, and then also really establishing that faculty one. And then by January, I'd hope to get the clinical instructors. That one will be a little bit more difficult since not everyone has the same email and there's not as much restrictions, but I think we can get that worked out. I'm growing in my confidence. I kind of felt like that little one there in that first picture of like what was going on with this assignment and making sure that I was going to get it done in time and collaborating with everyone, but I feel like I'm stronger in this now and ready to use it and feel confident. And I am excited to get this started with my students and with the faculty members. So overall, it was a great assignment for me to do, and I hope I met all the expectations of everyone and had everyone involved. So I just thank you, and I appreciate being able to do this lesson with my Learning Strategies team.